We're going to start with soft knees. We're going to do a little neck roll here, warming up. Side, front, side. You're going to make sure those shoulders are down and relaxed. Should feel like a
next workout will
stretch in the neck.
60 seconds.
There she is.
Please proceed to a station.
All right. Side, front, side. Great. Let's do some shoulder rolls forward. Warming up those shoulders. Warming up that chest. Getting everything ready to work here. And then backward, opening up that chest. Nice. Mindful of those knees being soft, thinking about that core engagement. I will be reminding you about that throughout, like we always do. All right, let's do a little hip hinge here. Good morning. So you're hinging from the hips, tabletop, back, knees soft here, dropping hips, coming up on the toes if you can. All right, so on that hip hinge, you should feel a nice hamstring stretch, dropping the hips, coming up, reaching up nice and tall, stretching the shoulders, stretching the calves on that reach. And we're breathing. Hip hinge, dropping the hips, up and hold, great. On that reach, see if you can get the hands right over the shoulders, all right? Your shoulders may not allow you to do that, but I want you to try and get that range of motion right over the shoulders. Let's do one more. Hip hinge, hamstring stretch, dropping hips, up on the calf. Great. All right, we're going to do a little balance walk, heel to toe. I think most of you have done this, just like you're walking a tightrope. All right, so you're going to do a little heel to toe. See if you can hold for 2 seconds. Heel to toe, hold for 2 seconds.
Exercise.
I ran out of room here, so I'm going to go back. I want you to do 4 steps forward, 4 steps back. Toe to heel, hold. Now, if you're finding this pretty easy, I want your leg to come out to the side on that hold, okay? Here's step number 4.
Begin set 2.
We're going to do one more forward and back on that. So we're going to go heel to toe, hold. Standing leg stays soft. Hold. Great. Hold. Remember, with any balance exercise, good idea to stare at something fixed that's not moving. Here we go back. Toe to heel, hold. Toe to heel, hold. Great. Toe to heel, hold. Toe to heel, hold. Nice. All right, feet are going to be nice and wide. They're going to be parallel. We're going to stretch those inner thighs and hip flexors.
Stop.
If you have a knee issue, be very careful when you go to the side that your knee doesn't go beyond the foot. Well, everybody be careful of that, but particularly if you have a knee issue, you're going to just stop a little bit earlier, okay? But I want you to think about pushing those hips back. You're going to feel nice stretch in the hip flexors, opening up the hip flexors and inner thighs stretch. Should feel great. And these are muscles that tend to be shortened throughout the day. Should feel like a really good stretch, pushing the hips back again, making sure that knee doesn't go too far here. Let's do some doubles or pulses here. A little pulse, great. Little pulse, little pulse. Opening up those hips. We are going to be working those inner thighs today. We are going to start with a sumo squat for those of you who can do that. And I'll give you other options if not. Great. All right, we're going to go into a squat, reach,
stop,
or squat, side bend, hips back, and reach. Remember on that squat, your first order of business, pushing the hips back, knees do not come forward, pushing those hips back and reach. Feeling that nice stretch in the side, hips back, hips back.
Set 4.
Here we go. Picking it up a little bit. For the sumo squat, if you've got any weights and you want to grab those, please do so right after this set. All right. Breathing, hips back, reach. Feeling that nice stretch. Great. Almost there. Good.
Stop exercise.
All right, if the squat does not work for you, I want to give you a leg lift option. I like to do this on the ground, or if you have a bench, great. Rolling up a little towel right above your knee, doing some lifts of that lower leg, works those quads, okay, in a safe manner without using that hip flexor, which is straight leg. We'll do a little more hip flexor, okay? If you're good with the sumo squats, pointing the feet out, knees apart, weights if you have them, if you want to add that. So you want to feel like you're between two panes of glass on this. Unlike a regular squat where you're pushing those hips back, with the sumo squat, you are going in an up and down motion, pushing the knees apart, working inner thighs and glutes here, okay? Again, you want to think about those knees not falling forward and not going beyond the toes, okay?
Exercise.
So little pulses here, great. If you need a break, please take it. We're going to add some biceps to this. Elbows are going to be pinned to the sides on this. And we're going to just hold isometrically. If you've got weights, if you don't worry about it. Still working on that squat.
2.
Inner thighs and glutes. And you can go as deep as you want on this if your knees are good. See if you can go nice and deep. Again, mindful of those knees not going forward or beyond the toes. And if you're holding those weights, hands are right in front of the elbows for that isometric biceps curl. Great. Woo! So you should be feeling those inner thighs and glutes. Nice breathing throughout, ladies. Shoulders stay down, chest stays open. Fantastic. All right, for those of you who want to add a heel raise to this, a little more of a challenge, we're going to do that next. If that doesn't work, if you have knee issues, no problem. You're going to stay right in that sumo squat. I'll show you what we're going to do with the heel raise if you would like to advance it.
Set 3.
So you're going to stay down at low position. You're going to go down with the weight, come up with the heel and the weight at the same time, okay? So we'll alternate here. Let's do it like this. Yeah, good. This is only if you want a more advanced option, if your knees are good. So you're staying in that sumo squat. Otherwise, we're going to go down and up just like you were doing before if you don't want to do that calf raise, all right? If you do want to do the calf raise, elbows pinned to the sides.
Stop, exercise.
Excellent. All right, if you need a break, please take it. If you want to go through, please go through, either without the calf raise like this, or with the calf raise. Last set, here we go.
Begin.
All right, legs should be on fire, I hope. We got inner thigh, we got quads, we got glutes. If you're lifting that heel, you've got calves. And of course, your biceps are working, making this a compound movement, getting that heart rate up a little bit. Woo! Excellent. We're going to do some more balance and core work next. And you're going to need one weight for that if you have it. Almost there, ladies. Good work. Keep it going. Nice. Abs are engaged. Your chest is open.
Stop, exercise.
Woo!
Switch to the
Shake it
next station.
All right. For our next exercise, we're going to do a standing cross crunch. All right, I'm going to show you the modification first. If you have any shoulder issues, first of all, this weight's optional. Any shoulder issues, you're going to just hold this elbow in. You're going to come out
1.
and meet right in the center. Tap down, meet in the center. If your shoulder's good, we're adding a weight. And we're thinking about the shoulder going towards the knee, meeting at the navel. Touching down if you need to. If you're thinking, I don't really need to touch down, then you can keep that leg up, even more challenging. You want to think about contracting those abs without the knee crossing that center line. Chest is open here. So we got shoulder working too.
Exercise.
Core is working. Again, your shoulder's not good with this. This is a kind of a classic shoulder rehab, open and closing that door. Still balancing here, tapping down or keeping that leg up.
Begin.
All right, here we go. Set number 2. If you are holding the weight like I am, make sure that hand is right over the elbow, contracting the abs, and then opening up. Good. There's your exhale. Touching down if you need to. Again, weight's optional. And if this is all too much, you always have the option of holding onto a wall or chair or table and doing the same exercise, okay? Just working on standing on one leg, okay? You want to be mindful, again, anytime you're standing on one leg, that it's not locked out, that that knee is soft, okay? All right, here we go. Set number 3. There we go. Opening up. Nice and tall, opening up that
Begin
chest.
set 3.
Excellent, ladies. Good work. Woo! Nice. Big deep breath there. And opening up. We will be going to the mat after this because you earned it. Excellent. Here we go. Maybe one more. Open up that chest. Contracting those abs. Reaching out. Woo! Lost my balance there.
Stop.
Okay.
Exercise.
Great. You got one more of these. Statue of Liberty is another thing I call this. Hand right over the elbow if you can get it there with or without that weight. Standing knee is soft. Here we go. We're contracting the abs. Opening up.
Begin set 4.
All right. Last set here, ladies. Staring at that fixed something. Dot. Something on the wall. Piece of furniture. Nice. We are almost there, ladies. Contracting the abs. We're balancing. If you're holding that weight, you're getting even extra core here, shoulder work. Almost there. Good work, ladies. Woo! Nice.
Stop exercise.
Excellent.
And switch to the next
All right, we're
station.
going to go to the mat, and we're going to do some pullovers. Now, I think most of you have done a pullover before. I'm going to show you the motion. If you're not sure about it for your shoulders, you're going to do the motion without any weight at all, pulling the arms over. If that feels okay on your shoulders, you can add a weight to that, 1 or 2, depending on what you have. If that motion does not feel good, you have an option to do a closed press, which looks like this, 2 weights coming up. Or if that doesn't work, you're going to do triceps extension, okay? With the pullover, you want to think about your abs nice and engaged. As you pull over that chest, you're going to slowly lower that weight. And as you exhale,
stop exercise.
All right, I'm going to go through because I started a little bit late. So really important that your first order of business on this is engaging those abs so that lower back doesn't come off the floor. All right, you're going to slowly lower that weight, or if you've got 2 weights, that's okay too. Right over that chest.
Set 2.
Slowly lower, abs are nice and engaged. This is a great exercise for chest, triceps, back, and core. Also works the shoulders. Remember, as with any exercise, you can limit that range of motion. So if you need to stop a little early here instead of going all the way back, that's okay too. Again, you just want to be really mindful that the abs are super tight. Exhale as you pull right over that chest. Nice. There's your inhale.
Stop exercise.
And there's your exhale. All right, if we want to make this a compound movement, if your weight happens to be light or your weights happen to be kind of light and it's not super challenging, if you'd like to make it more challenging, we are going to add a bridge to this. So as you pull over, you're going to squeeze the glutes and the hips are going to come up and you're going to hold, okay? Great. And then you're going to slowly lower the hips and the arms. And here's your exhale. Again, this is only if you feel like you want a little bit more of a challenge. There's your exhale. Awesome. Nice stretch there throughout the shoulders. You can also do this bridge with the press if you're doing that, or with the skull crushers if you're doing that, okay?
Stop exercise.
Again, just making that compound movement, okay? So if you're doing that press, you can go up together there. If you're doing your skull crushers, you can go up with the weights there, okay? All right, for the last set, option to keep those hips up the entire time while you're lowering the weight and coming up. You're keeping the glutes really tight. You're engaging those abs, working that lower body as we're working the upper body, chest, shoulders, triceps, abs working. Great compound movement. There's your exhale. Well done, ladies. We're almost there. We're going to stay on the mat for another round of exercise here. Excellent. Almost there, ladies.
Stop
Here's your
exercise
exhale.
and
Great.
switch to the next
All right,
station.
before we do that next ab exercise, I'm going to put this weight down. We're going to do some more bridges. And for those of you who are able to mix it up a little bit, we're going to do some figure four and a single leg. We're going to start with a figure four. Now, if that doesn't work for your knee, if it doesn't work for your back, you're going to just stay with the two-leg bridge, all right? And you can stay up and pulse, all right? If you're able to do the figure four, you're going to do small pulses here. Now, you want to think about hips nice and even, all right? You're opening up those hips. Great stretch to do on a bench. Also, you're working that bent leg here, hamstring and glute. Small pulses. Now, if this doesn't work and you want to go straight to the straight leg, single leg, you also have the option of doing that. So either double leg or single leg if the figure four does not work.
Stop exercise.
But this is a great way to open up that hip while you're working hamstring and glute on this side. Again, hips are nice and even. We're going to switch sides, keeping those hips up, glutes nice and tight. Crossing that right ankle over, opening up this knee now.
Begin set 2.
This hip, feeling it right in here while you're working hamstring and glute on that other side. Small pulses, really good. If you're doing two-leg and you want a variation, you can also do a little marching here, okay? We can finish the figure four here if we're doing that. Small pulsing, almost there. Opening up that hip, working the hammy and glute on this side.
Stop exercise.
Excellent. We're going to stay on that. I'm on the left leg here. Those of you who are able to do single leg, we're going to reach that right leg straight up towards the ceiling and do some pulses here. All right. Now, if that's too much, again, you have the option of staying
set 3
with the small pulsing with the double leg or the march. Okay. Otherwise, if you're good with a single leg, you'll feel that nice stretch in the hamstring. Think about reaching that heel toward the ceiling while you're driving through that working leg on this side, the bent leg. Hips are nice and even. Whoosh! Really be feeling this hammy and glute on this side. Option to put the arms up if you want a little bit more of a stability challenge. Small motion. Almost there. Excellent, ladies. Good work. Bringing the knees, the hips down. Bringing those knees in if you want a little stretch there. All right. Second side here. Reaching the other leg up. Think about dorsiflexing that foot if you can so you get that nice hamstring stretch.
Begin set 4.
Pushing up through that bent leg. Reaching the straight leg heel toward the ceiling. Even though this leg is straight, it's not locked out, okay? But you want to think about that heel reaching toward the ceiling. Working this hamstring and glute. Woo! Hands up if you want everything going on here. A little instability. Plus, working those legs. Abs are engaged. You're breathing. We're almost there, ladies. All right, abs are next as promised. We're going to stay here. Excellent job, ladies. We're almost there.
Stop exercise and
all right.
switch to the next
Bringing those
station.
knees in. A little rock here if that feels good on the back. All right, this next exercise, if you have neck issues, we're going to do some crunches with the neck up. If you have neck issues, you're going to keep that neck down and you're going to do dead bug here, okay? If you have a sensitive back, remember you keep one foot down on that dead bug, abs nice and tight, head and neck stay down. If your neck is good, you're going to come up to a crunch. We're going to extend one leg, hold the knee in, hold the knee in, all right? Now, way to regress this is to keep that leg on the ground. If you have a sensitive back at all, you keep that leg on the ground. Otherwise, leg stays up. All right, we're working those abs.
Stop exercise.
Excellent. Now, bringing the knees in. If you're finding that kind of easy, you want a little bit more of a challenge, the next step would be a bicycle crunch. All right, move back a little bit here. And a bicycle crunch, you're going to stop the knee a little earlier. This is only if your back is good and you're looking for more of a challenge. The knee stops at the hip as the shoulder goes towards the knee. If this is too much on the back, you're going to go back to this one at a time, okay? Otherwise, knee stops at the hip. You're reaching this leg, reaching that heel out towards the opposite wall, wherever you are. Your arms are open. You're not pulling on your neck. Good work, ladies. Woo! Tagging those abs. Now,
Stop, exercise.
nice. Taking that break. I'd like to do a little windshield wiper sometimes on the break here. Gentle dropping of the knees, which is another ab exercise in itself. All right, if you think about that core engagement. All right, so here's our last set. Remember,
3.
here's your modification. Coming up, more challenging, shoulder towards that knee. And with all of these exercises, dead bug, single leg in, bicycle, you're thinking about engaging the core, not letting the back come up. So we have lots of options for those of you with neck issues, back issues. They're all available to you, and they all work the abs. But again, you are focusing on that core
Stop,
engagement.
exercise.
Woo! Nice, ladies. All right, we got one more set of those. Woo! Do a gentle little circle here. All right. Set number 4, I believe. Here we go.
Begin set 4.
Knee stopping at the hip. Reaching toward that knee. Nice, ladies. Last set here. Oh, should really be feeling it. I know I am. Reaching that heel out in front of you. Obliques, rectus abdominis, right down the middle of those abs. Warming up nicely here. Woo! Almost there, ladies. Keep it going. Keep it going. I know you can.
Stop, exercise,
Nice.
and switch
Bring
to
those
the
knees
next
in.
station.
Excellent. All right, we're going to do some planks next. So we're doubling up on these abs. I know how you love working the abs. We're going to start with low planks. Actually, I think we'll stick with low planks today. Remember, you always have the option to elevate your planks on the bench or on a wall or on a counter. Okay, alternatively, you can be on your knees here, abs and glutes nice and tight for that modified plank. All right? If you're able to do the advanced plank, you're on your feet, you're squeezing your glutes, your abs are nice and tight, head and neck in that neutral position. If you'd like to add a little something here, we will add a little sawing or rocking. Staying in that perfect plank position. Now feel free to go through the break, ladies.
Stop, exercise.
If you're finding this easy, I have a little sensitive back today, so I'm going to take a break and go with child's pose, all right? Pushing those hips back, reaching the arms forward. But feel free to go through here. If you want to do 2 sets, break in 2 sets, all right?
Begin set 2.
Set number 2, I'm going to add a little knee drop to this. So you're squeezing the glutes, you're getting in that perfect plank position before you do anything. Abs nice and engaged. Then you're going to drop one knee in the other, or pedaling, I call this. Upper body stays nice and still, head and neck in that neutral position. Good, excellent, ladies. Good work. Woo! Great bang for your butt, the plank. You can do it anywhere. Upper body's working.
Exercise.
Abs are working. Legs are working. All right, going into that child's pose break. Now you may be thinking, oh, we're finished already. We are not finished yet. We are not finishing with planks today. So hopefully didn't fake you out on
Begin
that.
set 3.
All right. So on the next set, if you want a variation that's more advanced, you are going to stir the pot. So you want to think about drawing a circle in the mat with your hips on this. Notice how my hips are not going up and down. I'm staying in the same plane, okay? Now, this is pretty advanced. If you have any back issues, I do not want you to do this. I want you to stay with the plank and hold, keeping the glutes really tight, pulling the abs in, whether you're on your knees, whether you're on the counter.
Stop, exercise.
All right, taking that break, pushing the hips back, settling into that stretch for the low back, stretching the shoulders. Ladies, we have one more plank, and then we're going to finish up with a really fun exercise on your feet. All right,
Begin set 4.
starting here with, if you're doing the stir the pot, you're going to do the other direction now. Again, you are squeezing those glutes really tight, pulling that navel in. Woo! Head and neck nice and neutral. And breathing, don't forget that. Woo! Penultimate exercise, ladies. We got one more really fun exercise left. If you've got a band, you're going to be using that band. Nice. Almost there, ladies. Come on, finishing strong. Pushing through. Pushing through. You know you can do it.
Stop exercise.
Nice. Let's do a little stretch here. Pushing those hips back. Relaxing those arms. Relaxing the head and neck. Okay. We're going to do a little band work next. This is going to go around your ankles, okay? If you are able to do a band,
begin set 1.
Walk forward and back. Agility. We're going to do that, hip and glute. If that does not work for you, and you need to hold on and do something more gentle for the knees, you're going to do a little leg lift in front, 2 to the side, 2 back, 2 front, 2 side, 2 back. Otherwise, we are going forward and back, keeping that band nice and wide. Either way, we're working hip and glute, we're working the legs. With this particular movement, you get a little bit more agility, a little bit more heart rate, okay? I'm gonna fix my band here. All right, we're gonna go side to side next. If you're doing the standing leg lift, you're gonna switch sides, 2 front, 2 side,
begin
2
set
back.
2.
All right, here we go. Here's your side shuffle. Now you have the option of stepping sideways. Again, if you have a knee issue and it's better for you, you want to ramp it up a little bit, get that heart rate up. If you're able to do the shuffle, you're staying nice and low to the ground, keeping those feet nice and wide. Great for the hip and glute here. And getting that heart rate up. You get the arms involved here too. All right, we are working hip, glute, legs. Heart rate's getting up. And we're breathing.
Stop exercise.
Nice, ladies, well done. All right, going back to forward and back. If you're doing the leg lifts, you're switching sides again. Make sure that standing leg is soft on that. 2 pulses, 2. So you got front of the leg, hip and glute.
Begin
glute.
set 3.
All right, forward and back, here we go. Shuffle. Staying on the balls of your feet on this. I like to think Steph Curry and not Charlie Chaplin. All right, so you don't want to be rocking here. You want to think about, got a glass of fine wine on your head, and you don't want to spill it. All right, so we are working that lower body, that core is engaged. Woo! And I'm trying not to trip over this mat here. Hopefully you have a little more room. Great. Woo! Feeling that. Oh, big time.
Stop.
Nice, ladies. If you don't want to break here, this is our final set. We're going to go right into our side shuffle. Nice. We're going to finish strong, ladies. Let's go for it. Getting that heart rate up.
Begin set 4.
Woo! Staying low to the ground. You're doing those leg lifts. Keep going. 2, 2, 2. Staying nice and tall through the chest. Abs are engaged. Working those legs. You can do this without a band, but it's more intense with the band, especially if you're doing those leg lifts. Easy to do without a band and make it hard. Band just makes it more intense. Last set, ladies. Woo! Almost there. Nice. Keeping those arms moving.
Stop exercise.
Excellent job.
Now complete.
Woo! Fantastic. Well done. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to just show you a couple stretches here since we were just working those hips and glutes. I'm going to have you sit. You can sit on the bench. You can also do this on the floor. If you've got a bench or chair, you're going to grab this knee, gently pull it across the body, stretching out that area we just worked. Nice and tall through the chest. If your back is good and you want to add a slight twist to this, go ahead and do so. Not necessary, but only if you feel like you're able to do that. And you're going to hold. So stretching out this hip and glute, opening up that chest, stretching out the back, and breathing. Great. All right, let's do that other side. Crossing that leg over. You can make this as gentle of a stretch as you need to. You might just stop there. That might be plenty. Again, if you're able and want to do a little bit more of a back stretch here, if your back is good, you can do a slight twist and hold. So you're stretching that piriformis, hip flexor, glute medius, outside of the glutes, lower back stretch, and opening up that chest. Shaking out those arms. I like to finish with a little chest opener here. So great way just to stand throughout the day if you're in line at the grocery store. If you're standing anywhere, instead of standing like this with your hands in your pockets, just simply putting your hands behind your hips is just enough. Keep that chest open. Keep that posture nice and erect. All right? Great to see you all, ladies. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great day. Make sure you get that cardio in.